Still you, bro.
That is Mark, though. That's
Dude,
Mark.
that's some acting right there.
Oh, no, I like that he's looking at it. He's like, am I hot?
400 of them.
Gorgeous! Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, and I am over here at Casa de Tank Top. Hanging out with me is my very good friend, singular friend, over there, because he's over there at the Dojo Drace. I got Dustin Drace over there at the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces? Drace, how you doing over there, Mr. Drace?
What if Morgan and I were the same person, and like there was only one of us that actually existed? And like all of the other videos that you've ever seen were just some weird disassociative identity thing.
We'll drop the act right now in case you guys haven't noticed. Dustin, Morgan is not able to make it with us for this particular shoot because
She's dead.
She's dead.
I mean, at least to me, she's dead to me.
She has expired. She has expired.
Everybody's like, what the fuck is with this guy? He's so like stoked, and he like, did they get divorced? No, we're not divorced.
How are you all? I'm glad to be here. Take my wife, please.
We're not divorced. We're not divorced.
She got the dreaded C word. She got the Rona.
Rhoda came calling.
I had to quarantine her in the back bedroom so that I don't get it, so that we can keep doing this for you.
Show her a little love in the chat. We'll get well, Morgan, and everything like that. We'll definitely be glad to have her back. We'll be glad to have her back next week. We're doing Moon Knight over here. We're on the second episode of season 1 of this here series, and we said this before. Very pleasantly surprised with the last episode. It was it was fun, spooky. It played around with editing and stuff like that. We knocked it for having a god named Mark, which again, like we know that it's Conchu, and we know that stuff.
Yeah.
Or at least definitely Dustin knew.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's the whole thing where it's like he's hearing these voices in his head, and like Mark is technically his his other identity or whatever, this like mercenary dude. But the mercenary dude is also inhabited with the powers of Khonshu, so they're kind of this. It's very convoluted, and none of that was said. It's been one episode. People, chill the fuck out. Also, I have read the comics. I have issue number 1
Just
right
graded.
here. I have read it. I know what I'm talking about, but like I get that like people are mad that we weren't taking it seriously, or that we didn't understand the nuances
and
of
everything
BID.
like that. In both like a filmmaking sense and just kind of narratively, the show, whenever he goes into Mark mode, and whenever he's like Mark and Khonshu and shit, whenever like we haven't really seen it, we got to see it a little bit for the first time, and I think that he's gonna wake back up in, it's gonna be the werewolf scenario again. Yeah. But I think that we're eventually probably, we're gonna just get a little bit more time in the suit and a little bit more time with Mark.
A little bit more in dad ass. Did you see all the internet was like going off on like
no, what happened? Wait, hold on.
I think it was like this. Everyone was like going in on like when they showed the suit and they showed like that, and it was like a Harley Quinn upskirt like
there you go.
Booty shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was kind of going up on there and yeah.
You know what? He's equal opportunity. If we're gonna objectify women, let's objectify Egyptian god mercenary CGI. Whatever that is.
We kind of got the stuff. I mean, like, this hasn't really approached like a lot of theorizing territory yet. I think if it is, that's going to come in the next couple of episodes. Mm-hmm. I think we just got to rip the Band-Aid off this thing and watch this shit. You want to get going?
Let's do it.
Let's just fucking
do it, man.
All right, well, let's just fucking do it. All right, well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we go through Moon Knight Season 1. We are on Episode 2 if you guys want to get early access to this episode and a ton of other episodes, the full and uncut reactions to these episodes, because we got to cut a bunch of jokes and stuff like that just for time. If you guys want to get access to that, you can do that right now by heading on over to our Patreon, hitting us up at the $8 Vassal tier, and that unlocks all of our Disney Plus coverage, all of our Amazon Prime coverage, because we're going to be rocking The Boys pretty soon here, doing all the stuff on Disney Plus. We're going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff over there, and you get it all for a pretty damn fair price. So we hope that you guys consider going over there and give us a little bit of support. If you can't do that, it's in the top pinned comment, and it's in the description below. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, though, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. It helps us out tremendously, and we would appreciate it if y'all would do so. All right, let's fucking take a look at this here this fucking Mac. Fucking God. I'm telling you, I've seen the face of God, and its name is Mac.
Oh, hi, Khonshu.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Ooh, that's some good punch.
Don't be too mean to that monster. Just subdue it a little bit. He looks like a dog. He could be a good boy. Ooh. Oh.
His ankle just got to be so fucked up.
Yeah, either that or it would feel really good, like you kind of pop a joint or something.
Oh my God.
That was huge.
I think about that sometimes. Just like a medieval rack would just be like, just stress that shit out.
Because he's like opened up a dialogue with him at this point, you know, so he wants to. Fucking employee of the month, man. He's still going back to work after
he found out that coworkers are like secret plants for this weird cult.
He's constantly under the threat of sexual assault from his boss.
Right.
And then he's also and then also like he was literally like attacked by like a fucking ancient mummy dog.
That I let you into this arena. Bruv, listen.
Bruv.
Listen. Come on, bruv.
It's like Area 51, but MI6 bonkers, bro.
That was the producers. That was the producers selling the idea of this
yeah.
show to Kevin Feige.
How long am I waiting?
Different angle, yeah.
This is like when you're showing like a funny like YouTube clip and it takes like a little bit longer to get to the fail, and you're like, all right, no, keep watching.
I almost got it.
Fast forward to when I come out.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Enhance.
Still you, bro.
That is Mark though. That's
Dude,
Mark.
that's some acting right there.
Oh no, I like that he's looking at it. He's like, "Am I hot?"
400 of them.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, right. Remember how
Like,
terrifying
am
he
I-
was in Ex Machina? Like he was fucking scary as shit.
Oh, he's so fucking good in that. He's so good in that.
They're wonderful.
Yeah,
I could arrange an appointment.
okay, yeah.
Look at this National Health Service bullshit where they're just like, you can just go get some treatment. I mean, like, and it's not really like an issue. You know what I mean? Like,
But you're not alone.
Listen, HR, you're a narc. We all know it.
right?
Except in the UK where they care about you. In the US, HR means get the fuck back to work or you're fired.
Oh, mate, thank you. Oh, thanks.
No, don't touch the performer.
Yeah, right.
You ever see like those drunk assholes who like fucking with those guys or whatever, and then they just snap and they punch them in the face? It's like the most satisfying shit ever.
I'll never forget a face.
Oh shit.
Nice. I just had to move my comic books to a storage space like this.
Is it this like futuristic and spooky though, where
this
the
is-
lights turn
This
on?
is exactly, It's exactly how.
Really?
It is, yeah.
Oh wow.
Like,
Okay.
they might be walking to go check out my Moon Knight collection right now. What in the fuck? This is huge.
Guns and shit and everything. Like holy fuck, he's got a cot and everything. Yeah, dude.
Dude, this is like $250 a month.
Like that's the drama that you're caught up in. Is how much this would cost you. A lot of cash. Oh shit.
There it is.
Passports up the ass everywhere. You know, yeah, he's got.
I need you to listen to me very carefully.
Oh shit.
There he is. Here it comes. Hello, man in the mirror. But I can't have you interfering in what I have left to do. So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go lay down on that cot back there. You're gonna take a nice.
You gotta put this beetle in your ass, and then that's how you become the Moon Knight.
No, I don't care. How bloody handsome you are.
That's you, dude. Like,
What are you? Oh my god, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I eat one piece of steak and then bam, I go bonkers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, again, because he was a vegan. He'd never had a steak before. Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you know that weird spooky guy's coming.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Nice. Does your storage space have does it have rave lighting like this?
I mean, it's not this cool. It's a little more depressing. Oh, shit. That looks fucking awesome.
Did they just do a freeze frame for you? That's funny. I haven't seen a freeze frame in a hot minute.
Layla?
What the hell is going on?
Oh, shit.
Is this Steven the latest fake identity for you? I figured that you were using a coded message when we spoke on the phone.
Is this his person on the computer type of a thing, maybe? His like Oracle or some shit, maybe?
I said, okay, yeah, I'm still your wife.
Oh, okay, so that is his wife. Okay, right on.
Did you say wife? Are we married?
Look, I'm pretty sure.
We've had actual sex, like sexual intercourse. Has that happened?
Please, I will tell you everything. Just get me to my flat, yeah? Just get me home.
We were kind of saying that just because I think his accent is good. Like I think it's pretty good as far as it goes. I'm just positing it as Brits because I know that they can be very, very harsh on that stuff. But it would make sense that he would have a bad accent because it's not him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Which I think is kind of fun.
Get her out of here, Steven. Way out of your depth.
I like the reflections talking to him.
It's a cool way to do it.
Wait. She's my favorite poet.
No, she's my favorite.
Oh my god, he's like, listen, I tried to basically become you, and you know what I mean.
Let's just get this over with. You sent these papers, but you never signed them.
Oh, jeez.
Divorce papers.
Divorce?
He's like, but can we just have like sex one last time?
Steven's bag. Steven, don't. Storage locker. Steven, listen to me. And inside of it, stop what you're doing right now.
What if this is just like a really elaborate, you know, like those couples that are like prank couples on fucking TikTok and Facebook and shit?
Yeah.
Like this is a very elaborate thing of that.
What's in there?
Those little card catalog things behind him are like so expensive, like because like everybody wants that shit.
Oh no!
I'm supposed to believe anything you say with this shoved in a gym bag.
Take it.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Like, has this been in your ass though? Like seriously, like I really want to know. It's okay, no shame. Like,
You really don't remember why we've been looking for this.
You know, assholes are nature's pocket. You know.
totally.
Why did we come in, Mr. Grant?
Oh, actually, like, right. Appreciate it.
What? Hold on.
Yeah. Is this about the toilet? Because,
Again, like this apartment just keeps getting bigger and cooler. Like, you know what I mean?
I know. It's so awesome.
A long line of like with Batman Forever. Like, this is supposed to be a shitty apartment that the Riddler has, but this is actually fucking sick as fuck. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Mark Spector?
Does he have to fuck up some cops? Does he have to fuck up some fuzz?
It's a mistake. It's not me.
Mark Spector was part of a team of mercenaries at
Oh my
a
God.
dig site in Egypt.
That'd be funny. It's like you go in for just like a collar for like a robbery at like a museum, and then you snag like James Bond. But are these even the cops? Are they taking him to secret society?
This is a really cool use of cinematography. Like that shot was really awesome from the top.
Yeah, it was fun.
And like these like mirror shots are all fucking rad.
Sit tight. Yeah?
Yeah, dude, they're like selling him to somebody or something like that.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, could you help me?
The MCU's most formidable villain, soccer hooligans.
Oh, she's one of them.
So what you did to those people. Is that what you think? I am
Well, no, and also the other thing is, I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's also sort of boring. Like when you have an actor kind of walking around and talking to each other and stuff. Doing the mirror thing is a smart move, I think.
Is he telling you to kill me? Break his windpipe!
It is so Venom. It is.
It really is.
It's hard to not, you know.
Come on, Eddie. He'd be a lot more tasty if you bit his head off, Stephen.
You know, like that's exactly what you're waiting to hear. You know.
Oh, you have a green thumb. Wow, beautiful. Thank you. But you don't want to tell him? No.
Let's fucking get the scales of justice on this fucking kind of lame fucking John Wick haircut that we got going on over here. It's fine. It's fine.
So we teach each other. We share our knowledge.
That's cool.
I like that he's just kind of hanging out in the background.
Just like can't do anything. You just like
just waiting to take him over.
Before you, I was the fist of vengeance. I'm not the fist of anything. That's the little American man living inside of me.
It's like a bit of a summer fling, you know.
His retribution comes too late. By the time his fist of vengeance arrives, people have already suffered.
You gotta get on that fucking Minority Report game, dog. You gotta get that pre-crime shit.
Ahmed will light the path to good by eradicating the choice of evil, which brings us to the scarab.
Where is it exactly? Oh, okay.
his wife has it.
That scarab.
Oh no, I was making it was an up his ass joke.
Oh,
Of course, Dustin is paying attention. I'm making a fucking like a scarab in the ass joke.
right over my head.
The scarab. Oh, I don't have it. No, honestly, I don't have it.
That's why he's feeding him lentil soup. It's a lot of fiber. You know, they got to move that thing out.
You ever notice how Ethan Hawke doesn't really have an upper lip?
Oh, is he like a Reba McEntire type or whatever it is? Like, yeah, I can see. Yeah, definitely not.
Trust me when I tell you, Khonshu is a liar. There's always one last thing.
It's always one last job.
Isn't she judging an innocent person? I mean, a thought can't be evil, can it? I think about killing my boss all the time. Would she kill a child for something they might do in 30 years? I'm glad you mentioned that.
He's like, bro, I kill dozens of children a month, man. Come on.
The child is not a diseased limb. Sorry, like, is that what you're all into? That, like, killing children?
We're all children killers here.
I kind of draw a line there at child murder.
It's like, shit, dude, that's kind of our thing.
Well, you enjoyed the soup, right?
You couldn't possibly understand the value.
Cue the wind machine.
Yeah.
Some of the soup.
Some of the soup? What are you saying?
Some of the soup. The lentil vegetable that we
yeah.
had earlier, please.
But yeah, the soup was good. But what?
That's all I'm ordering lunch next time. I'm just gonna say to the waitress, some in the soup.
Some of the soup.
Some of the soup in a sandwich. You know, anytime I do see anything purple now, I just think of Loki. You know what I mean? Oh.
Oh, sick. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, no, it's like the Eric Andre thing. Let me in. Let me in. Like. Ooh. Ooh. Here we go. Oh. Oh.
Ow.
Oh shit. He's got like a business casual suit though here.
Oi, Stephen, what the hell are we wearing?
This is funny. This is Steven's version of the suit that he conjures. This is really funny.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is pretty awesome that she can't see it.
This is fun. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is actually like kind of cool and compelling looking in fighting like an invisible monster, you know? Ooh! Oof. Damn.
She's brave as hell, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh, shit. Yeah, we've come a long way from like Supergirl back in the 80s where she's just fighting just like a cloud or something like that. It's like the cheapest, chintziest shit ever. Like, this is fun.
This looks great.
I think I can. Get away from her, you!
You.
You're in my yard now. Come on, let's go.
You reckon there's having a scene shot? Nah, get in. It's just a fancy drug.
No, that's me. That's me when I'm about 6 or 7 mezcals in. You know what I mean? Just like,
He did the fancy drum.
oh, whoa.
Wow. He's a fancy drum.
This is funny, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like it's. I love that he conjured the spirit, but it's his version of it. So it's this dainty, suited like thing. That's very clever. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh shit.
This feels very Batman-y.
Yeah, that's
Even the
definitely a little
song,
bit of that there.
like the music
Batman,
choice, yeah.
Spawn, that whole thing, you know.
This is beautiful.
He's definitely got the animated series glowing eyes. Oh shit, nice. Ooh! Ooh!
That is gothic as fuck and so rad.
I love it. Oh, there we go. There we go. I like that he also has like he's got like the Batman Robert Pattinson Batman like remember when he takes the batarang out of his chest or whatever? That's pretty slick.
He's not very good at keeping that safe.
Yeah, I know, right?
Long time. Don't like it. Long time. I don't want it. No, I'm not
Don't want it.
I don't want it. don't you start Jon Snow in season 8 right now, goddamn you.
Keeping me trapped in here. You have no right. My whole life. I can't go on a bloody date. I can barely keep a goldfish alive.
He's like, dude,
lost
I
my
killed that
job.
goldfish, dude.
You abandoned your wife. You left her stranded.
I did not. I am protecting her. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you did. I saw.
Conchu has his eyes on her. He wants her as my replacement, and I'm never gonna let that happen. You hear me?
You're a lie.
Oh, you think we're gonna get like kind of like a Lady Venom thing where she gets the suit at some point? That could be pretty slick.
That'd be rad. He is, he has a lot of range.
Yeah, he's good. They always have that. Whenever you do the split thing where it's like you get to play 2 people, an actor's got to be sitting there being like, "Fuck yes," like you know what I mean. I get.
I'm grateful, Mark. Altering the terms of our agreement. You were nothing.
Conchu does kind of seem like a little bit of a dick, though.
Oh, he's an asshole.
You know I'll protect you with everything I have. You are worth protecting.
Oh, see, he's breaking him down. He's building him back up. Classic fucking manipulation here, man.
Where the hell do you think?
That's some amazing editing.
Yeah, that was a fun cut. Look at him. He's
Yeah.
he just living that single life. You know what I mean? Just this is like full on like 80s, 90s action star, like broody action boy shit right here. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting fucked up in this apartment with no shirt on, looking at my rockin' bod. Here we go. Boom.
I just recently DJ'd a Egyptian wedding. It was.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
It was incredible. 2 people kept like coming up being like, "Here," and they kept like throwing like Arabic songs at me and Egyptian songs and like, and I was just like literally just like ripping it straight from YouTube. Like into this, and like they fucking
Right.
banged so hard.
Yeah,
It's so
there's a lot of
cool.
there's a lot of slammers for sure,
Yeah.
man. Absolutely, fun episode. I mean, like they kind of got a little bit. I mean, obviously they're just gonna kind of reveal, like they were kind of like, okay, cool. Like now we're gonna be in like the Mark show.
Right.
We're gonna be in the Mercenary show, and I think it's gonna be inverted in the way that. I wonder if Steven is gonna fuck with Mark in in as much of the same way, where Steven's not going to be like, see a dangerous situation and tell him that he wants to take over, though.
He'll be like, stop that, don't do that. Yeah, he'll be like that instead.
It's very possible because he knows so much about hieroglyphics and he knows so much about, like, you know, everything, that he's going to probably where Mark is, like, you know, kind of, you know, like he's a blunt force instrument, you know. He's going to need a bit more of the subtle kind of, you know, he's going to need more of the knowledge and the contemplativeness that Steven, you know, kind of could possibly grant him. Grant, that's his last name. I didn't even mean to do that. What'd you think about that, dude?
I thought it was great. I thought it was super, super cool. We got a lot of exposition. We got a lot of backstory. We got the suits. Saw what Khonshu's trying to do. We saw kind of like the whole dynamic of it. From a filmmaking standpoint, this was an incredible piece of television.
Did a lot. It was some fun. It was just like, it's like cool, like slick. It's one of those things where it's like you kind of notice a shot, but it's not like too flashy. Like it just kind of makes sense, and it just has like a good uniformity to it that I think is really nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you were saying like the fighting the invisible monster, the way that they did it, where it kind of put you in the perspective of the outsiders looking like, what the hell is he doing? You know, he's just a fancy drunk, and seeing it from his perspective. Yeah, and it's not just like, you know, punching air. It actually like looked cool and visceral. It just like shows how far we've come with digital technology is just bonkers.
It's a cool, yeah, exactly. Like, and that's always like fun. That's like a fun kind of like that. It's almost like he was in a fucking fist fight with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
in a way, like where people can't see it, but you know he's going up the wall and he's doing whatever. You know what I mean? And so,
dude, give
and
this director a Freddy Krueger movie. Like, I would watch the fuck out of that.
They've been pretty smart in so far as like figuring out a fun way to do something that we've already seen. Literally fighting like an invisible monster. Like there was one in that newest Mortal Kombat movie where the reptile is invisible or whatever, and what was it? Kano like fucking sticks him with the flare or whatever it was. That was one of the coolest parts of that movie, and I know that even though I had a totally fine time with that movie. It's not the greatest fucking movie in the world, but I had a nice time with it. Also, I think it was the first thing that we ever shot together after quarantine got over and stuff like that. Right. So it didn't matter. Like I could have watched like The Room, and I would be like, "This is the fucking best movie I've ever seen, like in my goddamn life." You know what I mean? Even though The Room is a great movie, like you know the same way that they kind of figured out a fun way to kind of handle some action sequences in the first thing, and they did it with editing, like where he go like they do that editing like kind of beat or whatever, and then everybody's dead and like the car's going off the fucking ledge and stuff like that. Like they were just like, listen, we ain't gonna do this better than fucking Civil War,
right?
You know what I mean? So we got to come up with different, you know, a few different techniques to make this and like kind of different looks on this to make this kind of a little more interesting and stuff. And I think that they do that. They've been pretty successful with that so far. I don't know. It's just it's like you're in the middle of a divorce and your wife is really pretty and shit. Like, I mean, Oscar Isaac is doing pretty damn good in this thing. Like he's having a great time. And like,
I mean, that beefcake shot at the end. Come on. That guy,
goddamn right. Yeah, I mean, like, and, you know, and with like, you know, like, and yeah, I mean, like, you can tell, like, he's used to having his, like, really good posture because he's used to having the scarab up there. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, just like walk.
You know, like it's like, yeah, he's just right. I know.
All right.
I loved. Now, is this? You've read some Moon Knight. I'm not that as familiar with the character. He's like kind of bounced in and out of some stuff that I've read in the past or whatever. I was like, oh, it's Moon Knight guy. Like it's like interesting, but I never sought any of his stuff out. The suit thing, Steven's suit, is that a thing? I'm assuming I'm assuming at some point it is, but like where Steven gets the suit and it's different, is that something that's?
Yeah, that's the idea. Is just like that's like he kind of conjures the powers of that Khonshu gives him. You know, this is kind of interesting. You're saying how Moon Knight kind of comes in and out. I saw like a review being like, wow, it's so nice to see a character and we don't have the elephant in the room of when do they become an Avenger?
Yep.
You know, we have, and I never really thought about that until I thought about the MCU movie universe in terms of when you're reading comic books, that you don't like the Avengers aren't all encompassing in comics. Granted, I read a lot of X-Men, mind you, too. But but there's you have your big three teams. You have your Fantastic Four, you have your X-Men, and you have your Avengers. But the movies have chosen to focus primarily on the Avengers team. So now we're starting to branch out into characters that don't necessarily have to be an event, even though he is kind of like avenging on behalf of Khonshu.
And that's been the other thing that we mentioned it before, but something that I've, over the last week that I've just realized that I really enjoy about it is that I love the MCU and the interconnectivity of it. And when it works and stuff like that, I'm also incredibly, totally fucking fine with the fact that this story is just assembling itself pretty much on its own, and it's not really worried about anything. They made a couple of very subtle references, but nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? That was something that they kind of used to do even back in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. days, or in the Netflix days, where it's just it's not like he's sitting there like Thor or anything like that, takes a drink of coffee and you're like, thank you, great, or whatever. They're not worried about that in any way, and they can just kind of focus on this story. And I think that that's smart. I think that sometimes it's when it's appropriate. I think sometimes when the shit, when fucking Secret Wars pops off, that's going to have a lot of stuff to do with a lot of things that we've seen, and it's always fun to kind of see different perspectives, like the what was it, the scene from WandaVision where everybody starts snapping back. Fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But they don't always have to do that shit, and it can just be a singular story kind of in and unto itself. I'm sure that there will be something eventually. I'm sure fucking, who knows, maybe fucking Clint Barton will fucking fart through the fucking screen or something like that or whatever and show up in the goddamn, because he's kind of like an agent running around. I don't think that's going to happen. No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that there's a world where there's a possibility where they could do it, but I'm totally fucking fine if any other fucking character touches this story. And I love that it's just about them. It's just about these guys and stuff.
And we're not we're also not in a country, we're not in New York. So we don't have to worry about right. Is Spider-Man there? Is Doctor Strange there?
The Avengers, the Stark Tower is literally right there,
we're
looming
in
large.
Fucking Egypt. So it's cool. Or we're in London. We don't have to worry about that shit.
Right. Maybe that one. What was it? There was that one weird, that one weird creature from Thor: The Dark World. That was maybe he's still running around. Do you think he's in a zoo or something like that? Do you even remember what I'm talking about?
I don't think they kept that guy. Yeah.
I don't think they kept that guy either. Yeah, but people. I mean, it would be unless he literally smashes into your car like they did when they fucking smashed up that Jag or whatever it was. At this point, I mean, what this world has seen, would anything surprise you? Would anything surprise you at all? You know what I mean?
Armored space worm. Literally half the people on the planet died.
Died and then came back to life. You know what I mean? And all this other shit. And then they're just I don't know. There's this guy. He's in a white suit. And he's got some kind of glowy eyes or whatever it is. That's cute.
It's a fancy
It's
term.
cute. Also, the impaling the guy. Not a lot of blood. They still haven't done a lot of. I don't need blood. I don't need blood. I don't need violence necessarily or gore for this to be successful. It's just I don't know. They made a big kind of bit of hay about it. So I'm like, all right, well, what do you got over there? Even though it does say TV 14, so maybe, I don't know. When they do ratings for TV, do they go episode to episode? Will there possibly be an episode that is MA that actually has some stuff?
Probably. But also think about this. Think about all of the sexual awakenings from that last scene of him on the ground, all kind of greased up.
Oh yeah.
A lot of 14-year-olds are finding their sexuality.
Yeah, right.
In that
Absolutely.
Scene.
Absolutely,
I'm
dude.
Oscar Isaac sexual right here.
I mean, it's an open air. I mean, he's in fucking. He's in Egypt and shit, and he's in well, he's in Egypt and it's like an open air thing, so he doesn't got any fucking AC in that bitch. So he's gonna be sweltering. He's gonna be he's gonna look like he's on the fucking set of Do the Right Thing like the whole goddamn time, like whatever, you know what I mean?
That was a real like moist movie.
It's one of the most moist movies. It's like but the today's forecast is hot, like or whatever. Sam Jackson shows up. Sam Jackson, Nick Fury can come in here and do the weather just for one episode. Maybe I would take that. Maybe I would take that crossover over there.
I think you should just overlay him saying that with that scene. Today's forecast is hot.
We'll make that happen. We will make that happen in the edit. I guarantee it. But like, as far I'm excited with the spy. International man of mystery element that we kind of have in international Moon Knight of Moon Knight of mystery that we got going on. And I think that will be fun. There are some shows that really lend themselves to like theorizing stuff. I don't know if this show does. I think it's just a story. Am I wrong about that, or is I don't know?
There's not much of a mystery to figure out. It's just like, okay, well, there's a little bit of a MacGuffin of they got to get to this temple. You know, and I'm guessing, you know, like the scarab is the key to the temple. I like the fact that Harrow is a very subtle, slow, like villain.
Yeah. Yep.
But also has like a history with Khonshu and kind of knows what's going on. And it's just like,
right.
Look, I know what you are. Don't get in my way. Like, don't let him control you. I have a thing to do. You're the one that could stop me, but don't. Like, I know what you're doing.
It's one of those things where he's probably a little right, where because Khonshu is kind of a dick.
He's kind of an asshole.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But like,
he's not killing.
But
babies,
then like
but he's still an asshole.
Right? He's not killing. Like he's not. Yeah, that is one mark that we can put on the board for him. Is he's not killing babies and shit. Mac over there. Yeah, Mark Khonshu. Mark. Yeah, we know a lot of it. But but yeah. So like, I had a really good time with this. I'm definitely looking forward to the next one.
Indeed.
Definitely looking forward to, like, again, everybody send all the good vibes and all the good feels and everything like that over to Morgan. Morgan will be joining us next week. And, you know, once she's kind of got her 10 days through and stuff like that, because she's at 4 or 5 right now or something like that. You know,
4.
Right around there.
4.
Right around 4. Right on. So like, still getting through that thing, but we want to say that we miss you, Morgan. We love and appreciate you, dear. We can't wait to get you back over here. But in the lieu of that, if you guys want to get early access to the return of the Morgan Night that we're going to have next week or whatever it is. And we do appreciate you guys hanging out with us and stuff like that. And thank you very much, Dustin. But like, if you guys want to hang out with us next week and you always want to get early access to next week's episode, the day that we shoot them, you actually can do that by heading on over to our Patreon, hitting us up at the $8 tier, the Vassal tier over there. The link is in the top pinned comment or it's in the description below. It's right down there. Hit us up over there. You pony up $8 and that gets you early access to a bunch of the fucking, like, we have so many new shows that are going to come out. It's going to be a kind of a glut of stuff that we're going to have to cover coming up through the summer and shit like that. Anything that we cover that's on Disney Plus, anything that we cover that's on Amazon Prime, anything that we cover, like all of our our Attack on Titan coverage, which has been so much goddamn fun. All that stuff is over there. You unlock all of that for a pretty damn fair price. But if you can't do that, but you still want to help us out, hit us with a like and a subscribe. We appreciate y'all for hanging out, and we'll talk to y'all later.